Okay, yeah, just some, if you have patience for Dr. Lewis, sometimes it's challenging for a professor to be in one building, finish another class, and get across campus to another building for a class. So, while she's setting up, just a few comments. I trust you all got my email about having a computer today. Okay. Part of being successful, ladies and gentlemen, we've given you lots of tools, we've talked about lots of things, but part of being successful is having a better understanding of yourself. And this is why I'm grateful that Dr. Lewis is willing to come and talk to you about that. We're just going to have some exercises and things to do to give you perhaps a better understanding of who you are, what kind of person are you, and how that relates to being successful. So, Dr.
I'm not on the right. I'm on the right.
There you are. Okay, so it should be positive today. So please welcome Dr. Lewis.
Everyone, before we begin, let's say a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to meet together in this fashion, to learn, to grow. And we ask that you'll be here. You'll come into this place and your presence will be felt. And we'll have a great learning experience together. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so I'm going to show you a verse. And the video clip. Awesome. Okay. My verse is, okay, it's gonna work. Something happened to my verse. It is Romans. I'm going to show you a verse, and then I'm going to show you a video clip. And after you read the verse and watch the video clip, I want you to answer the question, why is it important to know our strengths? Okay? So here is the verse. We have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. If your gift is prophesying, then prophesy in accordance with your faith. If it is serving, then serve. If it is teaching, then teach. If it is to encourage, then give encouragement. If it is giving, then give generously. If it is to lead, do it diligently. If it is to show mercy, do it cheerfully. So that is the verse. So it's talking about having different gifts. If you have these gifts, then you use them. Okay. So I'm going to show you a video clip. Pull up this video clip. And afterwards, what are you supposed to write? What are you going to write down?
Why is it important to know your strengths?
Thank you very much. Somebody was listening. Why is it important to know your strengths?
And so the one way to know your strengths is to ask yourself, what do you do that you feel the most confidence doing? And it could be something as simple as, I'm great at organizing birthday parties. Like that may be your skill, that may be your strength. Or it may be something like, I'm really good at putting on makeup. Or it could be that I have a great sense of fashion. It could be any of those things. And if you don't know it yet, you can also do an exercise where you sit down with a colleague, a family member, and a friend, because you meet people from all areas of your life, and you ask them, what do you think I do that I excel in, that I stand out in? Or if you could trust me to do one thing in your life for you, what would that one thing be? And when you ask that to people in a reflective way, really asking for that presence, you might be surprised by what they say. And that's such a powerful question to ask, because someone may actually say something like to you, like, Jay, I think your greatest strength is just knowing what to say to me when I most need it. And you may think, well, that's not a strength you can do anything with. But it is. It is a strength that you can do a lot with if you are okay with accepting that. Of course, I want someone to say to me, oh, Jay, you're an athlete like Cristiano Ronaldo, and you could play football and get the Ballon d'Or and win all these trophies, but that's not my reality. And so I feel that that's the place that I would start with strengths. And there was a great study done on the healthy, wealthy, and wisest people in the world. And they were asked, if you could invest in what you're good at, you're average at, or what you're bad at, where would you put your money? And so if you take 100%, how would you divide that as a ratio? And if you ask this, I want everyone who's listening and watching at home right now to do this exercise, and you may write down 33, 33, 33, you may write down 40, 40, 20, you may write down 10, 10, 80, whatever you write down, the most healthy, wealthy, wisest, successful people on the planet will say theirs is 100, 0, 0, or 80, 10, 10. They go all in on their strengths, because they know that if they go all in on their strengths, they can become exceptional at it. Now here's the caveat. When it comes to your hard skills, focus on your strengths. But when it comes to your soft skills, focus on your weaknesses.
Now you gotta tell me which is which.
Yeah, so hard skills are things like Excel, math, product design, using a video camera, script writing, speaking. These are all hard skills in the sense that they're very clearly defined, very tangible. You can really measure them. It's almost like a skill that's measurable. Your soft skills are like emotional intelligence, listening, compassion, empathy. These are all soft skills, or considered soft skills. And those are where you focus on your weaknesses, because they can actually end up tripping you up while you're trying to become the best at doing the hard skills. So you may be the best videographer in the world, but if you don't know how to listen to your community and your team, then no one's going to want to work with you. And
So I want you to jot down, based on the text you read from Romans, and this video clip, why is it important to know your skills? So you're going to write that down. What's your strengths? Why is it important to know your strengths? Write that down. And I heard from Dr. McDowell that the laptops are here just because I requested them. So we're not supposed to be using them to be doing other things that we're not supposed to be doing, right? So we're going to be focusing on the things that we're supposed to be focusing on. So why is it important to know your strengths? So I'm going to give you just about a minute or two to write that and jot that down. And when you're finished jotting in that ball. You're going to turn to the person next to you and share that with them. Why do you think it's important to know your strengths? Okay, if you're finished writing, let's turn to someone next to you and share that with them. And then we're going to take a few answers as a big statement. So turn to someone next to you and share One more minute to share, and then we'll get some answers from the class.
Kind of cool.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
So let's hear from some people what you discussed. Anybody from this row here is third row, and then we'll come to Nathan. So we'll go to this row. Anybody in this third row, and then Nathan. Yes. Who wants to go? Why is it important to know your strengths? That's the room with Andrea and Selma and Kai. So yeah, that row. And Naharika. Remember. So anybody in that row? Oh, well, we have a gentleman on top. Yes. What's your name?
Zoran.
Soren? Go ahead, Soren.
What?
Go on.
Oh, okay. So I did these as these are the skills that like it often doesn't take much for you to do well at than others, and these are often what, as I like what Brad here said. He had made a good point. These are the God-given skills that we can use to better the people and society around us.
So they're easier for us to do, and they're skills we can use to better people around us. Nathan, and then what's your name? Christine. Nathan? Okay. Why is it important to know your strengths?
When you know your strengths, you know you can all your energy in it. You can become the best you can. You bring value because you know exceptional and different. So
With the exceptional, you'll be different, you'll bring value.
yeah.
Okay, with that value, okay.
So, why is it important to know your skills? I think it's because we can learn and we can just find out the purpose of our lives and to perform in better ways since our skills are gifts from God.
Okay, so it connects us to our purpose. It can help us to connect to our purpose.
Like we can find out the reason why we're here. Like why was I born?
Okay.
What am I supposed to do here?
What am I supposed to do? So it connects us to our purpose. Yes. Andrea?
Yeah, I like knowing your strengths really, like she said, connects us to, I guess like we advance on how emotionally intellectual we are and spiritually. And I feel like for me it connects it connects me closer to God and it connects me closer to other people. Once I know what my strengths are and once I know how to deal and how to navigate with friendships and relationships, it really just brings people closer and I like that.
Okay. So for you, knowing your strengths helps you to connect with others and it helps you to navigate a relationship with God and with other people. Okay. Anybody else wants to share? In that section over here? In this section over here, anybody wants to share in this section?
There's some questions.
Oh, there's
Yes,
a
there
hand.
we go.
What's your name?
Rochelle.
Rochelle. Go ahead, Rochelle.
So, basically, so me and my partner, we both agree that,
Hold a second. Let me come closer. My ear isn't working. Go ahead.
when you, okay, so our question was like, how effort to know your strengths. So, we all three of us, we agreed that, you could use it to help yourself. And you can also use it to help others, especially when it comes to like different situations. Because of how strong your strength is, you can use it to help navigate the decision in the situation. And you can use it for like where it's like necessary. And even your weaknesses, you can also use that. Because when you see your weaknesses, you can also use your strength to also not help yourself, but also help your make your weaknesses strong.
Okay. So you can use your strengths to help yourself and help others and also help you to improve on your weaknesses.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So there are various reasons why we need to understand ourselves or why it's important to understand our strengths. In positive psychology, our personal strengths, our built-in capacities, our ways of thinking, feeling, and behavior that are innate, that comes naturally as, I forget his name already. Soren said in the back that these are things that come easily to us, naturally to us. And it's a way of thinking. Not only they come naturally, but it shapes how we see the world, how we think, and how we feel and behave. There it was. Some other reasons why it's important to know our strengths is that we can utilize them to promote a flourishing life for ourselves. Many of you said that to help ourselves and to help others, to develop more self-confidence and self-awareness. So when we know our strengths, we develop self-confidence, self-awareness, deeper appreciation of how we are different from others, or how when we understand ourselves, that we are able to understand others, understand their own strengths and what they bring to the table. So not just, I'm awesome, I am great, and I can do all these wonderful things, but it helps us to also become more emotionally intelligent in the sense that I understand I'm working with Niharika, and Niharika is really good at writing, and but I'm good at maybe drawing. So we come together and we create a whole project together because I know her strengths, I know my strengths, and we put those together and make something great. It also motivates us. When you know you can do really well at something, it's motivating. And brings vitality to what we're doing. So when we focus on the areas that we're doing really well at, it can motivate us in that area. But when we're like, I did this, I'm able to do this, I can attack these things that are also more challenging for me because I know I'm good on this other side. Also, there's higher engagement in your schoolwork, in other areas of if you are working in the workplace, and more productivity. You do better at the subject areas, and then you can harness your strengths, as Rochelle was saying, to help you in those areas where you're not so strong, where you have more challenges, so that can increase your productivity. So we're talking about strengths and understanding your strengths, and it falls in the scope of positive psychology, in the positive psychology. And one of the early proponents of positive psychology says that it's a study of what makes life worth living. Why you want to be, why would you have a great experience in life. So it's a study of well-being, meaning, achievement, relationships, engagement. It's a study of what makes people happy. And a part of what makes people happy is having a pleasant life, having a good life, and having a meaningful life. And having a good life involves, what is this? Embodiment of strengths and virtues. But then having a meaningful life is adding meaning and purpose. Utilizing these strengths and virtues. I think Christina, her name was, mentioned that understanding your strengths can connect you to your purpose, connect you to the meaning, connect you to your why. Why am I here? And connection with our faith, if you're connecting positive psychology with our faith, is John 10:10. I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So we want to understand how you can have abundant life. So understanding your strengths help you to have a meaningful and abundant life. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, or the next thing that I'm going to ask you to do, is to jot down what you think your strengths are. Remember in the video, his name is Shetty, I can't remember his last name. He mentioned hard skills and soft skills, or strengths that are measurable and those that are not as measurable, more subjective type strengths. So your hard skills, if you're good at math, I'm good at computer science, I'm good at studying for intro to psych, I'm good at biology. Those are your hard skills. I am very good athlete. While your soft skills would be more like I'm an encourager. I'm able to, I listen really well. I'm able to work well with others in a group. Or I'm a leader. I can get people together and organize them. So I want you to make two lists, your hard skills or your hard strengths and those soft strengths, soft skills that are strengths, hard skills that are strengths that you have. Two lists. I want you to write those down, to make two lists now. Now, do that first. So you're making two lists.
Yeah, they are.
Alright, so if you're done jotting it down, I want you to share with someone next to you what your soft skill strengths are, and your hard skill strengths are. So you share with someone next to you what those are. Everybody's going to be listening to Charlotte. Go ahead.
One of my hard skills is writing.
Writing.
And then one of the soft skills that I have is loyalty.
Loyalty. My entire family. Like close units. Very loyal.
One of my soft skills is just being positive and being able to speak in front of many people and just knowing what to do in front of people. And one of my hard skills is I used to do graphic design, so I know how to draw.
Nice. Alright, so let's hear from on this side. Let's hear some responses on this side. Danny's like, I want to hear. Yes, go ahead, Harika. Let's listen. Everybody's listening. Everybody's listening in one place, yes?
My hard skill is like I can speak 2 languages. And my soft skill is like I can cook.
Okay, so you speak 2 languages and you can cook really well. Wow. Okay, so who's going to Harika's house after that? That sounds like another hard skill though, like cooking. What else do you have on your soft skill list? Okay, dance and henna designing. Okay, all right. Yes, that's not. What's your name? Esther. Esther. What, Esther?
My soft skill is
Listen.
being calm when there's like too many issues around me, or if there's a problem, I choose to be calm first.
Okay.
Oh, that's very good.
And then my hard skill is being competitive. Is that a hard skill?
That sounds more like another soft skill, competitive.
Really?
Yeah.
Hard skill.
So maybe are you athletic? Are you competitive athletic as an athlete or in academics?
You know,
Or
athletic,
just in games?
athletic in almost anything, to be honest. If I choose to be athletic, or competitive, it's in every aspect of my life.
Okay, so that's a soft skill, competitive. So what, can you name another, a hard skill? What's up? Do you have another one on your list?
But coming up with a hard skill is hard, because it's like, okay, then I like math. There we go.
Good at math. All right, awesome. Okay. Does anybody else want to share? Okay, go ahead. Is Abigail. Abby. Let's listen to Abby. Oh, there was somebody else on that side too? So let's listen to Abby.
My soft skill would be time, and my hard skill is coaching.
Coaching.
Yeah, I coach swimming and volleyball.
You coach what?
I coach swimming and volleyball.
Okay, so you're a good swimmer and you know the skills of swimming and volleyball to the point you can coach them. Awesome. And somebody up here was saying she's a very good coach. One of her students. Okay, let's go. So we have affirmation for you.
Okay, so one of my hard skills, or two of them, is cooking and baking, and then one of my soft skills is listening.
Listening. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, Morgan?
Moyen, I can't hear you.
Go ahead, Morgan.
So for hard skills, I have intelligence and also music, like
Playing the piano.
like the trumpet. And also curiosity
So that's a soft skill, is curiosity. Yeah.
and
Curiosity is soft skill, yes.
storyteller.
Storytelling, that's a hard skill.
And that's for soft skills, like inspiring people, and be kind, and also humor.
Okay. So Moyen is very self-aware.
Very.
And lists many soft and hard skills. Okay. What? Remind me of your name?
Brad.
Brad. Okay, go ahead, Brad.
I'm gonna go with strength, quick-witted, and empathy, and supportive.
So that's what, soft skills?
Too hard, too soft.
Okay. Strength?
Yeah, I can lift 550 pounds recorded, and I've lifted up. We had my dad's car jack broke. I had to lift the car up off the back tires.
So we know who we want around when there is some kind of dangerous things to lift. We need Brad because he's very strong, and he said he's quick with it, so that it's a soft skill. So he's fun with that. Are all my friends together with me? Even the ones on the left side over there? All my friends are with me? Okay, all right, we're all together. Good. All right, so we're moving on. Just continuing the conversation. Oh, you wanted to share? I'm sorry. I want to ask you. Oh, there was a hand. I'm missing a hand. No, it's not. We're gonna hear your. Oh, you'll ask your question after. Go ahead. No, it's okay. No. I missed you. Let's hear it. Go ahead.
No, it's
Okay. My hard skill is baking. My soft skill is
An empath. Okay, so she's very empathetic. And she can make that. You should have a really good last class and you're cooking, baking, all this stuff happening in this room. You should have a good last class with you, right? Okay, what was your question? So hard skills are measurable. I'm very objective, you present them objectively. So I can do math. You know, you get a high score in math. I'm a very good swimmer to the point I'm an expert. I can teach others to swim. While I'm an empath. You see, I can listen and listen. Yeah, that would be a good name. A rough way of dividing. Alright, let's come back together. Everybody together. Alright. So continuing with a few slides, and then we're going to go to another activity. Positive psychology, understanding our strengths, becoming more self-aware. The whole field or area of positive psychology is focusing on our positive experiences. And as you're writing down your strengths, I saw many people like smiling, or when you're reporting them, you're smiling. It's bringing out that positive experience, positive state of mind, and it's focusing on your positive traits. And the focus, as I said, is on your strengths versus your weaknesses. And I like how Isaiah 40, verse 29, verse 31 brings in how God also is interested in strengthening us. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. There are times when we don't feel strong, or we don't feel like we're walking in our strengths. And in those moments and in those times, we need to connect with the divine. Connect with God. Because He has promised. It's a promise. And God never breaks His promises. He has promised to give us strength when we are weak. When we are tired, He's there for us. When we hope, He will renew our strength. He will remind us in those times when we don't remember how good we are at things, and all we're seeing are our weaknesses, all we're seeing are the ways we are not good at things. He has promised that He will remind us. He'll bring somebody to remind you, or He'll speak to you in that still small voice. And He will allow you to run and not grow weary, and walk and not be faint. He'll bring you to the end of the semester successfully. That is one thing He has promised. Just hope in Him. Now, this is the next activity that we're going to do. It's going to take just about 15 minutes. But we need to start right away. And I'm going to put my timer on, right? There are going to be a bunch of questions, and you're going to use this continuum, and you're going to say how much you agree or disagree with the statement. And at the end, it's going to give you a summary of some of your strengths. So it's high5test.com. That's where you need to go now. And I am starting my timer so that we end on time. We need to be all together, so what we're doing on our laptops and our phones is this assessment, okay? Yes. And I need to create a login. Yes. You're going to need to create a login. If you don't want to use it, email it. It sends the results without the whatever email address you So I've started my 15-minute timer. So everybody should be working on this. Is anyone having any challenges? Wi-Fi? Yeah. Oh my word. How many people is it working for? Yes? It's working for you?
the other strings. Is it also forever? Is it also to review forever? Yeah, I'm still on this page.
No, you have to sign it.
I'm trying to. I clicked that like a minute ago.
I'll click it again. Just like click it.
That's just my idea. Oh, I haven't set up the
You need to put it on. How would you answer
I'm trying to make sure this stage. I'm sorry, it's my turn.
I know it's moving slow, but as soon as the improvements happen, just pay attention and keep going so that we can get the results, because we want to talk about the results and compare them to your list that you had written up earlier. Okay? So I know it's going slowly, but just keep focused on it and move along as it moves along.
I can be recorded. No, like laughing. Crying is important too. Oh, yeah. Hold up.
Oh, there's some really good questions.
That's why I always put everything in the middle. I never get angry because everything goes both ways. I'm excited every time I get to try a new idea. What it does is back an idea.
not necessarily have like a dedicated, but my brain doesn't automatically all the time. So what would I put here? All the time.
Hate it.
But then that's like false learning because I do it.
So answer as you are, not answer as you think.
Undisturbed.
And 7 minutes on my counter, so let's see how quickly you can Let's how quickly you can go, Danny.
Yeah, but the Wi-Fi won't let us go that fast.
Oh, this is stupid.
How far are we from the end?
Halfway.
You're halfway, all right. If you are finished, what I want you to write an answer to is, what new information did you find out and what was confirmed for you? Finish, you're going to be writing a response to this, not in your head. Write it on the paper. What new information did you find out? What was confirmed? That's my alarm. Are we finished? How many people need more time?
More time.
Okay. So how much more time do you think you need? About 3 more minutes?
5.
10. I can give you 5.
7.
6.
Okay.
6. That's it. No. I have another thing to say before the class ends, so I can give you 6 more minutes. So if we're finished, remember we're working under time constraints, and if you're finished, you're supposed to be answering these questions here.
Because legs that the person has to
No, I am.
We have 3.5 minutes. You've been like,
Our title was the same in our group winner. We ended up. We came third.
About 2 more minutes. Once you're finished answering the question, you can turn and share with someone next to you what new information you found out, what was confirmed. So if you're finished and you've answered the questions, then you can have a conversation with someone next to you.
All half of us.
Was a marathon journey? Don't believe it. At this time, we're going to be sharing what new information you found, what you find, and what was confirmed for you. So you've written it down. For those people are probably writing now, and then once you finish writing, I want you to share with someone next to you. What information did you find and what was confirmed?
much. You're welcome. Good to see you. Imagine you like rolling out. That would be considered. How scary you are. Everybody was
And then Roshman, go ahead.
So I reflect myself a lot, like if I have nothing to do, I just reflect myself a lot. What kind of person am I? Like, why was I born? And
So you do a lot of self-reflection?
yeah, I just do self-reflection a lot, and what I just got concerned with is I'm a brainstormer. I just think about random things a lot. I just think about what if situation a lot.
So what are situations that you're able to brainstorm for problem solving?
Yeah, problem solving and using like artistic things and
coming up with ideas.
yeah, I'm a believer. So like even if it's not religious things, I just like if I have something that I think that I should follow or that I think is the truth, then I just keep following it. Like I actually fought my parents a few times because of this, because I was stillborn. And I'm like, and they said, okay, you win.
So when you have your beliefs, your values, you hold tight to your beliefs and your
Yeah, I
values.
never let anyone
to
shame or
shame
break it down.
unless you figure it out or change it.
And what I found out is, actually, another thing is
We're all listening together. Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm a self-believer as well. I believe in myself a lot. And I'm a catalyst. So what I do is like, I have a big picture in my mind and I have that urge to do something that I really want to do at the time. So sometimes it's kind of hard for me to like wait for things to happen, and I'm a
strategist. So you're a catalyst. You want to get things going, and you strategize.
I just
to get
value
it done.
time and resources that I have, and I don't want to waste anything in my life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Christine. Roshman.
Okay, so from my results, the first thing I got was winner. So basically, I like competition. I like competitions and just like making tasks fun, making it a challenge. And I knew already this list. Like, not that I took the test before, but like I kind of knew I had to do it already. But what I found funny is my first one is winner, but my second one is peacekeeper. So although I love competition, I also don't like conflict, which can seem contradictory.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to me. I don't know.
You like to have a peaceful, fair competition. We're not going to fight about it. If I win, I just win. Something like that. Okay. All right. Thank you much, Lynn. So you learned something new, but some things were confirmed for you. Okay. Who else? Who else would like to share? You look like you want to share. No? No? Oh, that was one that meant. Okay. It's okay. I'm just. Who else would like to share? Okay, what's your name? Andrea. Okay, we're all listening to Andrea. Go ahead, Andrea.
For my first one, I got timekeeper, which I think I knew that before taking the test, but it does make a lot of sense to me. I really enjoy structure and deadlines and having everything line up and having all the timelines work together. So I think it was, like, I knew that before going into it. Just confirming.
Was there anything new that you learned?
No, it was all stuff that I was.
All stuff that you made sense. Was it similar to the list that you had made before?
Yeah, I had the same characteristics.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Latavia. Go ahead.
So maternity was confirmed by people who were practically supposed to this. But what I'm most surprised about is empathizing. I'm not a big person, but sometimes I care about you, I do. But I want to make sure that I'm showing empathy and not disregarding you. So I tried to balance logic.
Okay, so you tried to balance logic and empathy. So maybe that's why I was a little bit low down on the list, but it was there. So that was a surprise for you. All right. Was it similar to the list that you made earlier? Okay, so you have some thinking. Some of it. Okay, so you have some thinking to do there. Some like putting things together. Anybody else? Who else had their hands up? Who wants to share their results and what you found out and what was confirmed? What was new for you and what you found out? Hold on. Yeah, she's looking at me like, how did you forget? What does it begin with? E. Esther, go ahead.
So, like I know that I like to voice my opinion, but I didn't think the app would give me commander. But I feel like that's very like
commander, okay.
Then again, that's I guess something new.
Something
But it's also something confirmed in some way too, because I understand it by the definition that I'm like a lot.
So it's something you knew, but you wouldn't have put it in those words.
Yeah.
So that's the new part of it.
Exactly.
It's kind of different how it's working.
Yeah.
Alright, yes, Brad.
I got winner, strategist, catalyst, problem solver, and analyst.
Wow.
I should be in World War II. Like, that is a soldier right there.
Skills, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So how could you use that to win now in college?
Well, I use it for basketball mostly. It's a little bit of a step down, but
Basketball, so then how do we translate into academics?
well, problem solving, analytics, and strategic. That's all math.
That's all
which
math?
I really enjoy math. I put math as one of my strengths.
Well, somebody had mentioned earlier that you can use your strengths to help your weaknesses. So you already have like, oh, this is all math, and I'm really good at math. Now, what I want you to think about maybe tonight is how do I use these strengths to help me in those areas that challenge me? Because if we can't use it, we have these strengths, we should use them in every area to be winning, right? So I want you to think about that. How can I use these strengths in areas where I have challenges? Because those are some awesome. You said you should be World War I, right? So
Throw me in the front lines. Let me fight.
Right?
You're gonna come up with this right? Solve
thank
problems
you.
and win.
Go ahead. Okay. All right. We're at 5:28. If no one else wants to share. What I want you to do in addition to this is to think about the new things you have learned, the things that have been confirmed for you. And as I was challenging Brad just now, how can I use these strengths to help in those areas that I'm not so strong in, or those areas that are challenges? How can I then take this and turn it to help me succeed in all areas? So I want you to think about that as well. Another thing I want you to do is to ask a friend and a family member what they think your strengths are and compare them to the list you created first. I think I'm competing and I'm not a competitor. That's not one of my strengths. I can all kids stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I want you to ask a friend and a family member to tell them what they think your strengths are. I want you to compare that to the list you created originally and the results you got from this assessment. Now that we've done all of this, what do we do? I want you to think. I've given you many things to think about. I want you to believe in yourself and believe in your connection to God. But the last thing I want you to do is to act, to take action. Use your strengths. They're not life. We're wanting that pleasant life where we're successfully pursuing our past, present, past, and future. That good life where we're obtaining and using our strengths to make our own lives better, but we want to have a meaningful life where we're using our strengths and virtues in the service of something much bigger than we are. Because at the beginning when we said, why do we want to know our strengths, we said what? For ourselves and also to help others. So use your signature strengths and virtues in the service of something larger than you. And 1 John 3:18 says, dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with action and in truth. So we're going to take what we've learned about ourselves, we're going to use it, but not just for ourselves, but to make this world a better place, to connect with others, to help others. So we're going to think, believe, and take action. Thank you for participating.